Welcome to This Bitch with Sara Shenk and Kim Congdon.
What's up, everybody?
What's up? Happy Monday. Welcome back to another episode of This Bitch. I'm Sara Shenk.
And I'm Kim Congdon.
And we're going to get into it.
Yeah, you guys, we've missed you. It's been a long I unplugged my headphones. I'm sorry to scream into the thing so early into the mic. Don't leave. Sorry, guys. Okay.
If you stay, there'll be rewards.
There will be rewards.
By rewards, we mean laughs.
Laughter. Just hold on just 1 second and get us adjusted. I feel like the camera's too high.
Okay. You want to lower it?
Yeah. See how much headroom we have?
Yeah. I just don't know.
Really off.
I feel like we always have that much headroom. Is that better or worse?
No. It should be like this. Like that's the right. See how normal that looks?
Should we move our seats up?
They don't go up.
They do. I know this one does.
Mine did.
I'm gonna sit on a book.
Oh, it's this. Hold on. There we go. See how that looks. See, that looks so much better. That looked off, right?
Yeah, this looks better.
Okay.
Let me do this. We'll start again. Should we start from the top?
Yeah.
These chairs. Okay.
It's like fucking Tweedledee and Tweedledum on this podcast.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of This Bitch. I'm Sara Shenk.
And I'm Kim Congdon.
We just got back from an interesting day yesterday.
We did.
We had a mental health day.
We needed a mental health day.
Do you think it worked?
No. I think we're sick.
How many mental health days do you think the average person needs?
1,000.
Right? Like, you should be able to just be like, I'm sick.
I think
mentally.
I think it
and
should
then
be
not come in. Because that is a sickness.
Sue me for being crazy. I think it should be a mental health life.
Yeah.
Why is it most days like that and then some days working?
Right.
That's how it should be.
We took a mental health day. We went on a hike.
Oh, yeah. Sara brought me down to Topanga. Oh, should we not say that?
We can say it. People
Topanga.
Know. Topanga.
Yeah, people know that we live in LA and there's a place called Topanga.
Yeah.
Not me trying to hide LA. Yeah, we went to Topanga and it was really fun. And I'll tell you something.
What?
Me and you, we're known for being very different, right? We're very different people.
Yes. And
I'm very much like an outdoorsy. I like sports and stuff. And you're very valley girl. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I like shopping, makeup, clothes.
Mm-hmm. And when we are in Topanga, a different Sara comes out.
It's my inner hippie.
But not only does a different Sara come out, a different Kim comes out too.
Yeah, the new you that emerges is the scared little bitch.
Suddenly, I said, I just got my French manicure done. I can't touch these branches. I was making Sara walk first into the cobwebs, which is, I mean, so wildly out of character for the Sara to be trudging in front of me with this dog off leash in her hiking boots, being like, "Follow me, I know the route."
I do. I told you. I put on my big man pants.
Suddenly,
yesterday.
Sara becomes the character from Red Dead Redemption, and she is on a horse, and she's leading me through a trail that she knows. She's horseback, no saddle, bareback, as you will. And she is leading me through an adventure to this beautiful hike to the ocean where you can see the entire ocean. You can see like
it's crazy, right?
It is so crazy, but it is crazier to see who you become.
When I'm in the canyon?
When you're in the canyon.
When I'm in the canyon, I'm a different person.
Yeah, you are. It's
and
almost...
I think I'm a better person.
Yeah, you are.
I'm a better version of myself.
Yeah. You're fucking dope in the canyon. You stink now.
I left. All of a sudden, my value goes down like 5%.
When you're in the canyon, you're like a jungle woman, but a
like
desert,
a jungle
like
Jew,
a desert mountain Jew,
like a mountain Jew,
a mountain Jew. Yeah,
I don't know where it comes out.
It is crazy.
Yeah, if I'm on a little bit of mushrooms and there's a trail, I'll blaze it.
I was terrified.
You were?
Remember, I cried the first time we went on those rocks.
Yeah, the first time we went on those rocks, I knew this is how I get Kim vulnerable. I take her to the mountains. She depends on me. She realizes my strengths.
Not this bitch putting fear into me because she gets off on it.
I'm gonna take her to a high point. Yeah, we become different.
Your instincts are so good on the mountain that you even like you were jumping from rock to rock and you like almost slipped off the mountain and I was like, Sara, and you laughed and you're like, I'm not worried, and then you kept skipping down the mountain.
No, it's crazy.
You know, people die off of those, right? Like people fall off those and die.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, in a previous life I was some type of a mountain goat.
You are, because I've seen you the first time we did a specific psychedelic.
Yes.
We went to the mountains and you actually scared. She was something like from a fucking horror movie.
Oh, I would like
she was
jump.
in a bee sundress and she was not jumping. She was leaping like she looked like a jaguar. She must have been like a mountain lion.
In a previous life.
Because she was leaping from like her high heels to her wrist up the thing, and then in one hand she was doing it with one hand, and then the other hand she'd have a fucking sparkling water. And she'd be like, anyone thirsty? And someone would be like, oh, yeah, I'll take that. And she'd go, I'll go get another. And she'd leap down.
I know.
It was crazy.
I make the mountains my living room. I don't know what to tell you.
You must have been a mountain lion in your past life.
Or some type of goat.
It's definitely a goat. You give me goat energy.
I do have goat energy.
Yeah.
I don't think I was cool enough to be a mountain lion. That's like a little ferocious.
Yeah.
But like a kind of like a clumsy goat.
You were like a goat or a mountain goat.
Yeah,
I think you were a mountain goat.
I do have mountain goat energy.
I see mountain goat in you.
I know. I see it too.
When you see a mountain goat, are you like, I know you?
When I see a mountain goat, I'm like, oh, my home.
See, that's how I feel about fish.
Ugh.
Don't insult little
you
cute
like
fishes
fish?
like that. Yeah, I love fish.
But you would be willing to catch one. Would you be willing to hook a worm to a fucking...
Oh, well, I've never fished with worms. I don't know if I would touch a worm.
Oh, this is where you get all...
Yeah, I mean, I mostly fish with other fish, like sea items.
Like what? Like a net?
Shrimp or...
Oh, like you put a shrimp on a stick and then
while it's alive. So you buy the shrimp live and like you go into this little... You go into this little thing and you buy the shrimp live. You bring a bucket and you're like, I want a dozen shrimp. And then they'll go into this thing. It's like... And it's all these shrimp living in this...
Why do they buzz like that?
Because they're not buzzing. The oxygen in the tank is. They have like little bubble oxygen things to keep them alive in the water.
Where do you like pick up a bucket of shrimp?
So you go to like a bait shop that's like usually by the ramps where you put in boats in the water. Like almost any red light will be like a sign that says bait shop or live bait. And you go in with your bucket. And then you if you have a good bucket, you have your own oxygen.
Just like a hot bitch.
It's just underage girls at a strip club.
You're like,
and yeah, you ask them for shrimp, and then this is the crazy part: when you go fishing, you have to grab a shrimp, but they have little sharp things on the top of their heads that spike up. And they like jump, so they like spasm when you go to grab them.
I'm not into that.
It is. I'll tell you something. I do it, and I'll like bait. Like I'll put them on the hook and stuff. It is hard.
Baiting a shrimp, at least.
Because when you put them on the hook, they're still twitching, and you feel it on the line.
I don't like that. I don't see. Okay, shrimp. I have a weird relationship with because
I was a shrimp.
Actually, in a previous life,
now Sarah talking about her past lives all episode.
I was a shrimp, a mountain goat.
Someone did a little too many mushrooms yesterday.
No. Okay, so this is what I was gonna say. Shrimp. It's all fine and dandy. If it's grilled in a fajita, I'm down. But I don't want to be involved in the depooping of the shrimp.
The depooping's rough. When
you see the shit in the shrimp, it makes me think, I think I'll have something else.
Yeah, and have you ever seen someone not care and just eat it? That's gross. It's like you're just good with eating. You know what my dad did once that fucking traumatized me when I was a kid?
Oh, it's always a dad.
He pulled out a live shrimp out of the thing and ate it. Alive.
Alive?
Raw.
He swallowed alive?
Oh, no. Yeah, he did. Unless he was lying. And I was really young and he like really didn't eat it.
I feel like he might. He's got pirate energy from what I could see.
I got to tell you, my dad does have eat live shrimp energy.
That's such a specific energy to have, though.
I have a very specific dad.
I know. That's why it's so funny. Your dad has eat live shrimp energy is hilarious because he 100% does. I want to talk about... I said I wasn't going to do this.
That's hilarious.
But I do want to talk about the sand fleas at the beach because that was a moment.
Yeah, I mean, what can I say?
Kim has this party trick. I'll call it a party trick. It's not the first time you fucking pulled it out either. It's like it's a party trick if she's trying to impress people at the beach, specifically Dick. If she's trying to catch Dick at the beach, she goes full Florida. I don't know. It was fully embarrassing. She looks at the sand and she goes, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to catch a sand flea.
First of all, this is not how I do that.
Yeah, you do. You go,
no,
I'm going to go catch a sand flea. And you look at the ground and you go, if you see little dimples, that means they're under there.
That's not what I do.
Okay, well, why don't you tell us what you do?
I literally point and I dig it up. I don't go talking.
You say...
I say, you ever seen this?
I can't.
See, that's much cooler than what I do. So what you're saying, I don't go, technically, there's a sand flea. Have you ever heard of a sand flea? No, I go, look at that.
she goes full Florida. We're in Malibu. There's people having photo shoots. She's like, look at that.
I'm telling you right now, I like to catch a sand flea. Sue me. If you don't know what a sand flea is,
I think it's a little crab.
Okay, sure, whatever. But if you don't,
it has say crab energy.
It does. It looks like crab, but at the beach, when the wave washes up and goes back down, sometimes you'll notice that the sand looks very smooth and normal, and then there are other places that there are either bubbles coming out of the ground, or it's like it almost looks like a bunch of little rocks that are like it almost looks like bumpy in that sand area.
You called them dimples yesterday.
There's dimples in the sand. Yes.
If you find a dimple, there could be a sand flea.
Well, that's what you use as bait when you go fishing sometimes.
Ew.
You can use sand fleas.
They look like little, to be honest, a hybrid of a miniature armadillo mixed with a cockroach mixed with a crab.
Yeah, it's like if armadillo and a cockroach and a crab had a threesome and all mix their cum. That laugh was so loud it made my mic go too loud.
I fucking clipped the mics, honey.
Not you clipping. But yeah, it's like if they had a threesome and they mixed all their cum together and they had a fucking a little baby. But yeah, it does give very possum energy.
It's a lot. It's like it seems like it's like a critter that you wouldn't want.
Yeah.
But you're on the beach. She's scooping them up. She's picking them up. She's throwing them up in the air to the point where like this random dude in a hat comes over.
Yeah, and he's curious.
He's curious. I don't know how curious he is about the sand fleas, but he's trying to connect.
Yeah, he was like, "What are you guys doing?" Well, the thing is, the problem is like whenever two guys see two girls, they think it has to be a thing. And it's like, this is not what this is.
No.
You have to instantly shut it down and be like, no, thank you. It's just something sick about two guys being like, those two with us too. It's like, ew, no.
That was presumptuous.
Yes, it is presumptuous. So they come over and they're like, what are you guys doing? And you're instantly like, I'm going to go take pictures of myself. So you just set up the tripod. You're like posing by yourself in a corner. And I'm like, I'm catching sand fleas.
She's catching sand fleas.
And I was catching sand fleas. Yeah. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm in my element at the beach and you are in the mountains.
Well, but I will say, I thought that you saying to these men that you were catching sand fleas was going to repel them. However, I did the exact opposite. They followed us down the beach and they're like, show us how to get them. Show us how to get the sand fleas. I'm like, what? This is how Kim gets dick with her sand flea?
Yeah, I was catching sand fleas for dick.
Catching sand fleas.
For dick.
For dick.
I'll trade you a sand flea for some dick.
Yeah. That's so gross.
If I get you 10 sand fleas, will you give me that dick?
That's so Florida.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I love sand fleas and I love
Takis.
Takis and sand fleas.
We had, okay, so you had your first Taki. How would you explain a Taki? Most people know what a Taki is, I think. It's a corn chip that's like covered in
It's a rolled up corn chip. It's rolled up as if you were going to pretend to make a joint out of a tortilla and then fry it.
Yes.
So it's rolled up like that and it's got this like very, very obviously toxic red dye on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is like redder than any red I've ever seen. It is like the fiery pits of hell red.
It's like definitely like a cancer causing red.
It's Kool-Aid red.
Yeah.
And it's got powder on it, and it is my jaw.
My mouth is watering
right now thinking
That's
about
sick.
it. It's powerful. We
That's
powered through a
sick.
whole bag of Takis in the car, and we were like ashamed. A big bag.
A big bag.
We went through. We're Takis girls now.
We're Taki bitches. I mean, I would love to have Taki as a sponsor.
Not us. God, this fucking Jew bitch.
I'm out here working, honey.
I mean, we can't just.
Tag
Can we
Taki.
just enjoy a product without
No.
you fucking
Trying to make profit?
get a nickel out of us, please?
Well, I think we could be the face of Taki. That would be amazing.
Remember when I tasted the Taki and I gleek?
Yeah, okay.
It's so strong. Do you guys know what gleeking is? It's when that.
Everyone knows what gleeking is.
Really?
When you're like,
Don't
spit.
try.
I can gleek on command.
I can too. You want to have a gleek off, bitch? We'll have a water fight right now. People are like, did you hear Kim and Sara were squirting on each other? And they go look at the clip. It's just the clit. Where I was just gleeking.
Gleek City, baby. I know that people can gleek on command.
You know? You did it?
I don't know. I can't.
I can. I can gleek right now.
Just do it.
You got to back up.
Ah, she's gonna gleek right now?
It might go on you.
Okay.
Why are you so...
I was doing yes and.
Okay.
For the podcast, I can't go, no, I gotta egg you on for the content.
Ready for the gleek? I'm
kind of scared.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
I knew that it was something in the tongue.
It's like underneath. It's
You're
like
gonna
you put pressure on the...
I'm waiting.
I don't think I'm hydrated.
If you
enough.
gleek in my face, I'll be so mad.
She gleeked in my eye. Oh, man. You gleeked in my eye.
The more you say gleek. Oh, she did it.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
It's a little one. I haven't had enough liquids
Maybe you
today.
were a fish in a past life.
I told you, and you made fun of me.
I'm picking up on
Dude,
that.
sometimes I can power gleek. Let me think of the taste.
Power gleek is not so. No! 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 I don't like it.
Isn't it crazy that the way I powered up was to think of a Taki? Takis make me gleek. Gleeking for a Taki, baby.
Gleeking for Taki.
Let me think of a Taki.
This is kind of sick.
Did you see it?
She's wet for Takis. Just thinking about Takis makes you gleek.
It's so gross.
I don't know why, but like I don't even know how to spell gleek.
Gleek, I think. Just thinking about a Taki does make me gleek. If I had one sour thing,
I knew
it would be game over.
I knew that it was something like this. I've seen people gleek.
I've watched people gleek since 94. No, it's not like it's not. It doesn't come from here.
It comes from under.
It comes from
not a gleeking tutorial.
Look, right here.
Not a gleeking tutorial.
What I've noticed within my own mouth is there's right under your tongue. There's like, tell me if you have this. First of all, I need to ask you this. I've been trying to get this out. These teeth right under your front teeth, the ones right under it. The back of them feel so long. Do yours feel 10 feet long?
The back of my teeth?
Like, okay, see this? See my front tooth? The one underneath it. Directly under my front tooth. When I run my tongue down it, it feels 10 feet tall. The bottom tooth.
The bottom. Yeah. Same.
Why? How can it be? Imagine, run your tongue down that and just imagine drawing that tooth. That's like this.
I can't visualize drawing anything.
That's so much tooth in the mouth is what I'm saying to that. But anyways, under your tongue, do you have two like things on each side?
Irrigation pipes or something?
Yeah, they're like the thing that dangles in your throat but under your tongue.
I mean, I'm sure if
Feel for it. Feel under your tongue.
There's some shit going on down there.
Oh, what do you feel?
Squiggles. Like I don't know how else to That's how I define them.
Oh, why is she defining her under her tongue like a Lisa Frank book?
Squiggles. Polka dots.
Do you feel like one, like almost like a clit?
Yeah. I have a clit underneath it. I don't like that. I don't like having a mouth clit.
Not our mouth clit. And then does one clit longer than the other side? I have my right one's longer than my left.
I'm feeling them.
Ugh! Which one's longer?
It's hard to know.
Really? Because my left one is like a nub, almost like a pimple, and my right one's like a long dangly thing.
Oh, mine are a little more symmetrical.
Oh, really?
Getting all bitchy about
not your mouth clit being better than mine. Not her bragging about her mouth clit.
My mouth clit's very tight and small.
Okay, so that's where I gleek from.
I think that's
the clit squirts. The mouth clit squirts. I'm trying to teach everyone how to gleek.
I'm so grossed out by how much time we've spent on gleeking.
Sorry, if you don't know how to gleek, you deserve to know. It's actually a human right.
Most people who watch this podcast are men, and they've been gleeking since birth.
Oh my god!
I think when you're a man, you're that's over. It's like burping. It's like I gleek on command.
I need something.
What? A chip? What do you need?
Oh, one of those dehydrated strawberries. I'll gleek all over you, honey.
You want me to get
You'll
one?
be looking, greasy. Let's see how high I can get my gleek.
No.
You don't want to? You don't want me to shower you in my gleek? Are we done gleeking?
Gleek showers?
Well, anyways, what I'm saying is, Sarah, if you want to gleek,
too far with
you have to push from the back to the front of that without covering it, because it won't come out. Like, pull your tongue back and push from the back of your tongue down.
I feel weird. I feel like I'm trying to I feel like I'm constipated with gleeks.
You're just gonna fart by accident.
Like wrong body function happens.
Oh shit. Yeah. So I gleeked by accident. I'm sorry, and it was a powerful gleek. And Takis make me gleek. Sue me.
Oh, let's talk about the photo shoots.
You're triggered by this.
Let's talk about the photo shoot.
All right, you guys, let's take a second from the podcast and talk about our new sponsors, Liquid Death. We're so fucking excited. We literally chased these guys down like they had huge dicks and we were desperate sluts. We love Liquid Death, dude. It's our favorite water brand.
It makes us feel cool.
It makes us feel cool because we're at an age where we need to be drinking water while we're drinking, and this kind of feels like it tricks you into make you think you're drinking more in a weird way.
It makes you accepted socially.
Yes.
Too,
yeah.
Which we all want to be accepted socially.
Totally. It's called Liquid Death because it'll literally murder your thirst. It's fucking delicious.
This is no Dasani.
This is no Dasani.
This is no fucking Aquafina.
Dasani. I call him dishonest.
Nestle.
Nestle?
No.
Aqua finally a better water, and that is Liquid Death. We're so excited. You guys can get free shipping on all water and merch at liquiddeath.com/TKS. That's liquiddeath.com/TKS. Or you can grab some at Whole Foods, 7-Eleven, Albertsons, Safeway, or Amazon. You guys kill your thirst with Liquid Death. They're our favorite sponsors. Look at this fucking can. Look at this can.
They also have sparkling flavors now, which are fun.
Oh, yeah. They've got flavors.
They got
They're
mango
sparkling.
chainsaw. They got sparkling. Whatever you're into, there's a Liquid Death for you.
That's good, and I like that, and there is. So you guys make sure, if you love the podcast, we love the water, so make sure you support them because they support us. And tell them we sent you.
Tell them your favorite bitches. These bitches sent us.
Yeah, support the show and get free shipping on Liquid Death water and merch at liquiddeath.com/TKS.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Thanks.
Well, let's get back into the show. The beach we went to is beautiful.
Cut the bullshit. There's too many influencers.
Well, before we get to the photo shoot, because the photo shoot happened at sundown. Before that, we saw that fucking bloody acne back guy. When we first got there and we sat down, we found a little spot for ourselves and we got comfy. I mean, we were so comfy. It was so warm. It was so beautiful. I kept mentioning that the beach looked like if you open a storybook in a movie and then it comes to life. It was like
what it looked like.
That's what it looked like. There was like people throwing frisbees to their dog, a woman and her 2 children and her husband taking pictures of them. There was quite literally a girl feeding herself grapes on a towel.
and
videoing it with a basket of champagne, totally alone. Like, it looked like it was insane.
It was like a self-love influencer campaign that was happening.
Yeah. And nobody was even looking at her. I was like, okay, whatever. And we sat down, we sparked a blunt, and this dude comes by.
He had a hat too.
Yeah, people have hats. He had a hat too.
I'm noticing a trend.
About what?
The gross men at the beach.
Oh, all had weird hats.
Weird hats. He had a bucket hat and a puka shell necklace.
Yeah.
So already I'm out.
Yeah.
The second I see puka shells, I'm out.
Yeah. So, sorry. And now you're mad because I adjusted your mic. Not an attitude. So he comes over and he's like, we sparked the blunt. And he goes, "Can I hit that?" And we instantly both go, "No." And he was like, "Come on, man, it's 420," and makes a joke. And he's like, you could tell, like, he's like a crypto bro, as I would describe it. He's like 23. He thinks he knows everything. He's like, he has his parents' money type vibes, right? Like, very like obnoxious
And wanted our attention
so badly. And he's got like abs. Like, you could tell he works out constantly. It's like the thing he does.
He's like short guy that works out a lot.
Constantly. So as he's walking away, we're going to have another queso moment, I feel. Can you tell him what happened?
As he's walking away,
Yeah.
he walks to the rock. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
When he starts climbing the rock? Okay.
Yes.
So imagine there's just like...
No, but as his back, first of all.
Oh, his back knee.
Start with the back knee. Not only was it back knee, it was back knee that he'd been scratching and popping.
It was an activated back knee is what I would call it.
Yes, and it was like dry blood down his back.
Yeah, like he literally popped it, had his friend pop his it, and then just left all of the insides down his back. Puka shell guy. It was puka shells in front,
back knee in the back.
It was a vibe, and he was trying to get our attention like times 10. And and normally we're like, oh, was he trying to get our attention? No,
he was
making the beach about himself.
Yeah, dude, he was working full time.
So he's like, turns around, back knee. We're already checked out. We're happy he's gone. Then all of a sudden, there's like these rocks that are really high.
Yeah.
And really, I would say
unclimbable.
Unclimbable.
It's this mountain that's like Some of the rocks there are meant for climbing. This one's just really high. At the very top, it's just birds.
It's like a point.
Yeah, it's like a point. It goes up like a triangle, and it's really high, and it's below it is just rocks and sand.
Yeah.
And this motherfucker tries to impress us by climbing it. And me and Sarah are on a little bit of mushrooms at this point, so instantly we both get anxiety.
Because he's
and his friend's going like, no, bro, come down. This is so stupid. Please, come down. Please. And he's like, I got it, bro. He's like doing this thing where he like in his head, he's sacrificing his life for his country type vibe. I don't know what was going on.
And by country, he means pussy.
Yeah.
He thought that we would look up at him scaling this rock and saying, that man needs to get blown and sucked. Look the way he climbs. Fucked and sucked.
I love when a man worries me. Yum. I love stress. Oh my God, if he would have died, I would have needed therapy that I can't afford.
It was so much. It was sick.
It was sick to the point where at one point I was starting to get angry, and I told Sarah, I go, I hope he falls just enough to break his leg.
Just so I got anxious because I'm like, oh, great. I don't want to be a witness.
I would actually have loved to have been a witness to that, because fuck that guy. He's so, and he came back again after we turned him down and was like, you ladies want to go for a jet ski ride?
And for a second, I go, jet skis?
Yeah, and I went, no, we're good on jet skis, thank you.
And I knew that you know how bad it is when you turn down jet skis.
Yeah, because I'm a jet ski girl.
Yeah, she loves an activity.
He was so bad. Imagine being behind him on a jet ski. Every bump on a wave pops a new pimple. The front of your life jacket's all pimpled.
If you're going to have a pimple, make sure you wipe it up.
We're not saying, listen, we've all had a little case of back knee. We're not shaming back knee.
I want to go that far. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, I've never had one back knee in my life.
But zits happen.
That's what I mean. We've all had a case of zits. It's not even that it was bad. It was that he was left the dried blood on his back.
And that in the time that it took to put on the puka shell necklace, he could have wiped up that blood. Do you know what I mean?
His friend could have told him. There's something wrong about the whole situation. I was out. I hated that guy. There's always someone at the beach. You know what I mean? Like, there's always someone at the beach that's got to be, like, weird.
Yeah, you can't just... Because it's a public space. Anytime there's a lot of people in public, things get weird.
Yeah.
Like, it's fun for a few hours, and then you're like, okay, I've seen enough of society.
We saw the hottest couple.
The hottest couple. They knew it.
They fucking knew it. Not them coming by while we're taking pictures, which is a whole other nightmare. So
pictures post 30. Influencer pictures post 30. People think it's all fun and games.
Let me tell you, me and
it's
Sarah,
all smoke and mirrors.
If you look at our Instagram, me and Sarah just posted a picture at the beach. By the time this comes out, it'll probably be a few posts back. That picture, we didn't just snap that and go.
There was a process.
There was a full process. It should have had a full production company. We should have had a budget for it. Like it is
the emotional toll.
The emotional toll it takes to get one picture together so we could
where
just
we both
post.
look good.
Oh, and then there's like, yeah, one person looks good and the other one's like, I don't like it of me. And
you're like,
I should have cut her out of it. Suddenly you hate your friend. You're like, this ugly bitch keeping me down. Keeping my success down.
And you can't post it because it makes your brand look bad too. If one of us looks off.
Honey, if one of us reveals the truth, the podcasters know. We're not telling you guys anything. You see us now.
You see us. You
know
see
what
we
live,
look like.
moving around.
Then we have to do this
human
weird
flaws. Frizzy. Arms a little fat. Like we're human.
Funny.
We're funny.
So then we start doing this whole weird like self-talk of like Kim and I are feeling kind of like bad about ourselves because we're in selfie mode. We got the tripod out and like the tripod's kind of broken and like
it's got sand in it.
There's like people having full on like maternity shoots and we're just trying to like take a selfie.
We're trying to get Taki to sponsor us for a minute.
But the best part is that in the process, we started losing self-esteem. Like by the end of it, we literally hate ourselves and everything about the day. And then Kim keeps reminding us, it's like there's like this like beautiful girl next to us who's doing a shoot, and she looks like fucking Beyonce. The wind's
I've
blowing
actually never seen a more beautiful human.
I've been thinking about her all day.
This girl that came to do a photo shoot next to us looked like the filters on Instagram, but in real life. Like, and I had never seen a human look more beautiful in my entire life. I swear to God, this is not even exaggeration.
And the sun was hitting her perfectly.
Dude, she was glowing. Her hips, do you remember her hips?
Meanwhile,
she had like this really skinny frame, and then her hips were like really wide and flat. They would look like perfect for holding a child. She was like,
no,
everything.
I know.
She was everything.
Meanwhile, I got Taki in the corner of my mouth, and you being like, do you think she's funny? We had to do that anytime someone better looking walks by. We go, do you think she's got a personality?
And then the next thing I think, unfortunately, is like probably, and then that makes me sad too.
She doesn't.
But she could. Have you ever met a funny hot chick? It's rare, but it is upsetting. It is like
they're only so funny.
I never.
You gotta have a little bit of struggle, honey.
No.
Your nose gotta look a little weird from the side. You gotta, when you sit down, there's gotta be a crease, or you got no personality.
It's true. If you look good, that's your thing.
If you look good, yeah, it's
a
your
lot
full
of the times,
identity.
but very, very. There
Not
are some.
you making me mad about a funny hot chick.
Not you being in denial that they exist. Like unicorns, dude. You are like, no, they're not real. I've never seen one. I've seen like a few attractive girls that are also really cool.
Really cool, but that's different than being funny.
Yeah, it's different than being funny, but
me getting upset.
Fine, Sarah. There's no hot, funny chicks in the world, and that's it.
Do you like how in my notes I just have a $sign?
Yeah, mentally ill $sign. Let's see, what do we have in these notes? Maternity shoot, wedding influencer. Covered that. Rock climber.
We covered it.
Covered him. Gleek Taki / beach.
My notes.
Yes. Switch roles. Got that. The snake, the dog.
We hung out with the dog.
Getting dick with sand fleas. Wow, we really hit a lot. Oh, the cafe.
Oh, let's talk about the cafe.
The douche cafe you took us to.
You liked it. The whole time you're saying, this cafe is so cute. But
I did.
For good pod, you gotta shit on the cafe, huh?
Listen, the cafe was cute. The problem
was... The fish tacos?
The fish tacos were bomb. I know a cafe is very white when they put actual like flowers from a garden in my food. That's like
there's like pansies in there.
Yeah, I was like, I guess we're eating daffodils and fish tacos. But and also the girl's name was Daffodil that served it to us. So it was all really good. The food was good. The people were so interesting. It was, again, like out of a fucking storybook.
Like a sketch?
Yes. The couple next to us fighting.
Yeah.
First of all, the thing about Sara is she can't fucking secretly talk shit about people in public.
Can't.
It's so embarrassing. There's a couple fighting next to us. She'll look at them and then go like this to me and go, and I go, they know that was about them. You looked at them, then me.
Because sometimes there's moments in real life that are so fucking shocking to me that I can't keep it in.
No, I know.
I'm like,
Sara,
are people not seeing what's fucking happening?
Yeah.
Like, there's a fucking bunch of weirdos everywhere around us, and I can't pretend like we're not swimming in a tank of weirdos.
Sara doesn't.
I'm not subtle.
She's not subtle, no. So this couple's fighting. She looks over at them and looks at me and starts laughing. And I'm like, Sara, stop. Meanwhile, we look to the right. There's this like odd lesbian couple where it's like a young, hot, hippie black chick, like super hot, like nature goddess.
No shoes
in a baby pink dress.
She got like sacred geometry tatted all over her. And then there's like an older white butch lesbian who was thrilled to see us,
who was excited about us. She was like, hey girls. And we were like, hi. She's like, what's the dog's name? And Sara was like, oh, Bowie, because the dog has different color eyes. And then the other girl was like, do you know why but we actually had different colored eyes. And Sarah's like, yeah, I think he like got in a fight in high school or something. And she was like, yeah, cool. And then Sarah looks over at me and goes, that's the question you have to answer to live here. And that makes total sense. But yeah, the people next to us were having such a normal fight that it made me feel
at home.
No,
I'm just kidding.
At home. I've never seen a normal fight in my life.
What do you mean?
They were like disagreeing, and she was like, "But you never like no. This is why, because this is why I get upset about it every time." And then he started talking for a little bit, and then I looked over like 5 minutes later, and he was doing this thing where like she was pissed, but he was bobbing his head to the music. And I wasn't even involved in the fight, and I wanted to flip the table. The thought of a man just enjoying music while I'm pissed off.
The fact of a man enjoying life while I'm pissed off.
Oh, it made me so angry. And then they were talking 5 minutes later, and I go, huh, that's why I'm single. Noted. Noted.
Okay, what about this guy? Did you notice the guy with the tattoos and the book who was sitting behind you?
Yeah, who was like reading out loud.
He was reading out loud, and like,
which is bizarre.
He was doing this.
He was like summoning a demon.
And he looked kind of demonic.
Yeah, he was on some crazy shit, but he was eating quinoa, so how bad could he be? I don't know if demons eat quinoa.
He lives off quinoa.
And human blood.
Quinoa and beets.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. So it was a fucking day. We got our picture, which is nice. I'm glad about that.
The picture?
Yeah, we got the picture. We got the shot, honey.
People, let's just say Instagram's a lie, honey.
Instagram's a lie. And also people are mean. People don't. I put up a picture. First of all, I put up a picture after a bad 2 weeks. You triggered me. I put up a picture. It's the last one on the list, honey.
Circled.
I put up a picture on Instagram after a really bad 2 weeks. And in my head, I was like, it's a normal picture. And now that I look at it, I do look like kind of rough. Like
she looks like really pretty, but also kind of dead in the eyes.
Right.
You can tell she's a little sad. Yes. Anytime there's like a picture where we might look good, but there's like a deadness in our eyes, we're probably very sad.
Yeah. You, when you really look at the picture, you can see a little sadness. Which is funny because someone took the picture and posted it on a Reddit thread and captioned it "Horny Kim," which is like, one, nobody wants to be known as a horny anything. You know what I mean? And two, I'd like to look at a picture of me sad and dead in the eyes and think that it translates to horny is so crazy.
It's so crazy.
But I guess horny and sad coexist, so.
You can be horny and sad.
I'm mostly horny and sad.
That's the name of your special.
Yeah, horny and sad. That's so funny. Yeah, I mean, it was a day. We didn't pay for parking.
Yeah, we timed it.
We all kind of were like, fuck it. We were lazy about it. There was no one waiting in line to pay for the parking meter, but we were like,
because we were going to the beach, and let's just talk about what it is to go to the beach. You gotta pack. You gotta bring towels. You got sunscreen. There's sand places. Sand shouldn't
Suddenly I remember I didn't shave my puss, so I gotta go hop in the shower and shave my vagina.
It's the first reveal. It's like we're going to the beach for the first time this season.
Yes.
It's not like it's like something we're doing regularly. You gotta retrain yourself.
The seventh time going to the beach of the season, my puss is hairy, and you're just gonna have to deal with it. First time, you can't show up full winter bush to the beach.
No, but there was a girl who was full winter bush. Did you see that?
No, I did not.
I kept wanting to point her out to you.
You never don't not point out a bush to me, dude. What the fuck?
It wasn't like, oh, there's a little bit of hair. It was like, you know how people have long armpit hair?
Yeah.
It was like long bush hair coming out of her bathing suit.
Was she wearing a little bathing suit?
Yes.
Where was she?
She was next to
us.
Yeah, she was with the crew that had the dog that was getting buried in the sand. She looked pretty from far away, and then I looked back and I just saw like.
Wait, was she wearing jean shorts?
No, she was in a bikini, and her body was banging, so it was distracting from the bush hair.
But she had the bush hair.
And I'm not saying like, oh, there's a little stubble.
Yeah, you're not here to judge a stub. You're talking
it's
full
braidable.
bush. No.
Yes, she had braidable pubes.
She had winter bush.
She had winter bush, yeah.
She was
What do you think
warm.
about long armpit hair?
I really couldn't give a fuck what people do with their armpits. I have so many
Is
other
it a
things
deal
to
breaker
worry
for you?
about. Armpit hair? No, I date men, dude. If a guy doesn't have armpit hair, I'm more concerned.
Yeah, no, but I know. But what do you think about like girls with armpit hair?
Oh, not for me personally.
Some people can pull it off.
Yeah.
You have to be really hot though, I think. You have to be like hot and well dressed.
Yeah.
And like smell good.
Yeah.
You can't come with like long armpit hair and smell a little weird.
Yeah. I agree.
I'm a scent person too.
I'm a scent person too. You can't be smelling like be smelling like armpit hair.
But what if you come with long armpit hair and you smell incredible?
I like that.
It's a plot twist.
If you got it dyed,
a hair wrap under your armpit,
little neon armpit hairs.
That's some shit you'll see at Coachella.
Yeah, or in Topanga.
Topanga, yeah.
Topanga, you could see some. It's got to be natural dye though, with berries they crushed with their own feet.
Beets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I did this with beets.
Beets and elderberries.
I actually use beets as my lipstick. All right, I think we did it.
We did a pod.
We did a fucking full pod, dude.
That is a full pod.
We full podded.
We full pod, guys. We love you. Thank you so much for continuing to support the podcast. We urge you, if you're loving the podcast, please leave us a review. It just takes 1 second. That's how people find out about the show. We want to keep growing it. Also, subscribe on YouTube. Check out my podcast, Shenk. Mm-hmm. Follow me at Princess Shenk for show dates. We're doing a 420 show with... It's going to be at Nightcap in Burbank. There's limited seats available, but it's going to be a dope lineup. I think we're doing 2 shows on 420. And it's me, Kim, Sickler, Potter, confirmed for sure.
Ryan Sickler, Josh Potter. Come out to the show. It's going to fucking sell out, so get tickets now.
Yeah, get tickets now because they're pre-saled really cheap.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna sell out. So come check us out, and you guys can follow me on Twitter. Were you done? Sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm done.
Okay. You guys can follow me on Twitter at Kimberly Congdon, on Instagram at Kim Congdon. Check out my other podcast, Broad Topix, Topix, with Alex Scarlato. And yeah, keep supporting the podcast. Share it. Leave a comment on this video. Tell us if you can gleek and if you have a clit in your mouth.
And if you have if you have a clit in your mouth, and if you have a relationship with Taki.
Okay.
I just wanted to bring it back.
We'll see you guys next week. Bye.